Welcome back, gang. Episode 6. How's everybody doing out there? Yeah, we're going right back into this one. So where we left off last episode, we took a lot of disrespect last episode, and it's not something I was kind of like cool with. Just like gaming, it was a little crazy episode. So Bathan, our firstborn child of the of the union we had with the now deceased Bathan. Right? Yeah, he was actually kidnapped by Queen Victoria the Evil from the Queen of the Flatlands, from the Kingdom of the Flatlands. Not sure, is this actual real kingdom? Yeah, it's a real. No, this is a titular kingdom. So let's actually check this out. Okay, so this is a kingdom that was actually created. And when was it created? Let's check this out. This is actually created in... Wow. This was created right away, I guess, because this character, I'm not sure how, ended up with 2 high lordships. Let's flesh this out a little bit more, because now I'm actually I'm actually really intrigued by this Kingdom of the Flatlands, because I like the name. I really do. But yeah. Alright, so they have the High Lordship. Oh, now this makes sense. So, I'm not sure how, but Queen Victoria somehow gained the High Lordship of this area over here, which is the High Lordship of known Telos. And she definitely started out over here because she's a Stormlander. And found some way east and took over this High Lordship, and that's how the Kingdom of the Flatlands was created. Yeah, so I checked this out a little bit. So when I was creating the backstory for House Arian, something that was really cool was bringing in a little bit of let's say the backstory of Sienna, just a little bit. And with that, I kind of like really thought, okay, Sienna was definitely a mercenary. How would this make sense? How would this character kind of like make sense in Sienna's world? So that's where we kind of got like Tycho and everything from. Yeah, and again, we're kind of just like fleshing out how Queen Victoria might have, like, why she might have like tried to kidnap our kid, and that's all because of the relationship between Tycho and Rhaenys. So something that we didn't get to last episode was that Rhaenys, again, she grows up with Sienna and Tycho, but eventually kind of like just follows on with Tycho when Sienna gets called in by Harlonia for to help out with the invasion of Akos Dahin, the free city of Akos Dahin, by the former High Lords of LAEGYRs. Right. During that time, Tycho kind of like says, you know what, this isn't really my fight. I'm not really from this area, and I've got like better things to do, and I'm probably going to start my own mercenary company. So long story short, Sienna and Tycho split ways, but Rhaenys follows on with Tycho and continues like the ways of learning how to become just a great warrior, and she thinks she's going to be better at that, just really following the mercenary lifestyle, the self-scored lifestyle. But something that she did, Rhaenys, that is, she felt really bad was it hurt her, it tore her to pieces, kind of like leaving Sienna. So they were friends, but they actually stopped being friends after that. That's why they don't really have like a 99 affection about themselves. But throughout those travels, this is just kind of like backstory, but throughout those travels, Tycho somehow ends up kind of like womanizing. Then you see he's got like the whole seduction focus and everything, so he actually ends up kind of like seducing Queen Victoria, and during that same time, he actually also yeah, him and Rhaenys, they get pretty close, but Tycho's not the guy that's gonna fall in love with anybody or anything like that. So, Rhaenys actually, they have relations, Tycho and Rhaenys, that is, and Rhaenys gets pregnant, and yeah, that's actually how Rhaenys ends up in our realm. Yeah, we're just gonna make that lore now. Word. And so she comes to our realm after kind of like just being set aside by Tycho, and that's actually where she meets. While she was with Tycho, that's actually how she meets Laenor. Laenor was just a sellsword that Tycho brought in for some stuff that he was doing, and during this time, he kind of like always had eyes on Rhaenys, but yeah, Laenor was kind of like a guy that stick to himself and stuff like that. But when he sees that Rhaenys is leaving, because he doesn't really have any kind of like loyalty to Tycho, he leaves with Rhaenys and protects her on her travels, because at this point, like, Rhaenys is pregnant with Raelle, her daughter. That's Tycho's kind of like bastard kid, and yeah, they make their way over to Greece, and of course, they got married last episode and all of that. All this time, the queen, right? She's kind of like not mad that Tycho's kind of like out there womanizing or playing her. She's kind of like that crazy. She's got the whole Lysa thing going, right? Like it's not Peter's fault. It's not Peter Baelish's fault. It's what's her name? It's Sansa Stark's fault that this guy kind of like kisses her and stuff like that, right? So she hears Queen Victoria, that is, she hears about Rhaenys and Tycho's kind of like relations, and she gets mad, and she sent some spies to see where Rhaenys is kind of like being welcomed in, and she gets mad at Sienna for kind of like for housing them, and that's why she ends up trying to kidnap my kid, and she does well with that, right? And she actually kidnaps him, but we get him back. But we're going to get Victoria back. Yeah, the evil my ass word. But because of that, that's why we're pissed. That's why we were disrespected last episode, and we ended off last episode kind of like saying we're going to change all that. We're going to change the narrative. Nobody's going to dare ever try to attack our house ever again. And the closest victory that we can kind of like achieve is actually making Lady Shira, the current Lord of Bynaros, bend the knee. What a beautiful sigil this is. Beautiful sigil. Alright. So, yeah, that's where we're at with it. So we're currently at war with the Lordship of Bynaros, and we should be able to beat them relatively easy, right? They've only got, what? They don't even have, like, much troops out. Right, they're only defending against us. Not sure why the troop totals are only at 2,735. They've actually got a demand of about 3,124 troops, so they should have more troops than that. But yeah, their problem, not mine. So let's go ahead, and we're actually going to open the gates, and we're actually going to kind of like set up our army a little bit. So in terms of commanders, because we're currently at war, yeah, we don't really have any commanders in place that are awesome. So one of the first commanders that we're going to get rid of is some guy named Jacarius. His marshal's at a 4. So we're going to go ahead and give Laenor the reins. Laenor, we all know, right? Rhaenys' husband. Let's go ahead. We have one more commander slot that's open. So we're going to go ahead and give that to Austin von Rokoff. Yeah, and we'll get to Austin von Rokoff. But he is a Farosi warrior, trained by the Dothraki, and we'll get to Austin von Rokoff's story. But he's definitely a character we'll keep eyes on. He's actually our next. He's actually our second submitted custom character by Junglo Unglo. But as of right now, he's a dope character, formidable fighter. So we're gonna go ahead and make him a commander in our army. Alright, so I think we filled up all of the available commander slots. Yeah, well, we can get rid of this guy as well. Master Oros of Igris. Yeah, again, he's only got a martial of 9, and we could do way better at that with Daynar. Not who's sure who Daynar is. He's just a courtier, but his martial is at a 17. Alright. So while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and designate a region as well. In terms of regions, we'll actually go ahead and make we'll make Tagon our court physician, our regent. Yeah, even though he's ruthless, he's been really by our side. He's healed everybody that he's had to heal. He does his job. So he's kind of like earned that right in my eyes. In terms of bodyguards, this is pretty cool. We'll actually go ahead and make Rhaenys our bodyguard. Right? It just kind of like makes sense, especially since, you know, they've got this whole backstory. The next person I will make our bodyguard is actually her husband. So we'll actually kind of like continue to kind of like strengthen the bonds between House Arian and House LAEGYR. And I didn't even notice it, but yeah, their House Sigil has the same colors that our House Crest has. Right? Yeah, we're blue and red, they're red and blue. So that is, yeah, that's pretty cool. Turning to the next available bodyguard, we'll go ahead and make Austin von Rokoff our next bodyguard, and that's who will fill out our bodyguard area with. So we're pretty much we're on it. We're still dealing with this epidemic. Ah, Jesus. Well, the word, he's not a god in this realm. And you know what? We'll go ahead. We'll keep the gates now. Hopefully we can take over this lordship quickly, and we don't suffer too much from having their gates lifted. Yeah. All right. So on that note, let's go ahead and get yeah, let's go ahead and, yeah, we're not gonna hire any mercenaries. We're okay without that, but let's go ahead and raise our vassals levies. So we'll have everybody come down to Igris, and then we'll go ahead and raise our levies. Alright, let's press the shift button, make sure, well, the control button, make sure we're not raising any armies that can kind of like get attacked or that are in a negative area. So we'll move Sienna to the center flank. We'll move Aston to the left flank, and then we'll move Nakaro to the right flank. Awesome. Alright, so we're sending this group of men, the army of Lady Sienna, head first. We've lifted the gates. It's what honor demands. Hopefully we didn't kill our kid, because like honor demanded that we show off that we're powerful. Alright. So let's go ahead and get the ticker running on about 4. Okay, so interesting. So this is pretty cool. So we've just got word from our Master at Arms Nakaro that the Lordship of the Marble Mountains has joined the war on the side of the Lordship of Binaro. So they've actually declared war against us. Yeah, so crazy. We've been kind of like waiting all series long to get into kind of like some action with the Lordship of the Marble, and this is how we do it. It's okay, but they're fools. We'll just crush them. And this is yeah, I'm not sure if this is like the good news at all. But I've just yeah, Nakaro has also let us know that yeah, not I'm not sure if Nakara's even our Master at Arms. Let's check this out. Oh, Noriko, or Noriko. It's actually let us know that the kingdom of Gelios has also entered the fray as well. So we're currently dealing against 3 realms, and we can call in Illyria. Yeah, I think we might need to, but we'll see. We're gonna hold off on calling in Illyria just yet. I think we should be able to. Yeah, it's gonna cost us. Yeah, it's gonna cost us some men, but I think we should be able to get beyond it. So, with that being said, no. Well, yeah, we might have to bring in some help, because if we look at the Marble, right? Yeah, they've got close to 5,000 men, and Gelios has close to 4,000 men, and we've only got 9,000 men. So, yeah, we're actually outnumbered. So, but it's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. We've got reinforcements here. We've got the Lordship of Hatar, well, Eleanor Isle, that are kind of like, you know, they're sending men down to, where are these guys going? Let's check this out. Okay. So we've actually got, yeah, we might have some trouble. So we've got the army of Lucerys, which is from the Marble Mountains. Yeah, they've got close to all of their men, and they're heading towards Pyrrhus pretty soon. And are our kids in hiding? No. Yeah, we might have to send our kids into hiding. Can we do it? Is that even an option? Let's see, maybe it's in the intrigue area. No, we can't shut our gates, and we can't send our kids into hiding. Okay. Yeah, even though we didn't want to, I think we might have to call in, yeah, we might have to call in Illyria, definitely. Okay, so, we've pulled in some backup. Hopefully the Illyrians, hopefully they honor, their vows, and they join us. But, we're not only fighting, yeah, we're fighting against those 3 realms. So we're currently, battling against the forces of Binaros. It seems like we're going to take that one, which is good. So we've just defeated these troops. Yes, and the Illyrians are going to honor. They're going to honor their word, and they're actually going to join the fray, which is good. So we're going to take these troops, and let's check them out. And we're actually going to attack this group of, yeah, we're actually going to take this group. We're actually going to attack this group of Geliosan forces in the Lordship of Gelios. Alright, but while we're doing that, because we've got Queen Victoria as a character of special interest, let's check this out. Oh, isn't this crazy? Alright, Victoria, she is nuts. Alright, so yeah, she kidnaps our kid, right? And now she wants to be friends. Is this something that Sienna would do, right? Lore-wise. You guys know how I feel about it, but how would Sienna deal with it, right? Because Victoria is crazy, right? She is crazy. So would it make sense to maybe become friends with her? Or not forgive her? Yeah, I'm just not. Yeah, because Sienna does have a big heart, but she kidnapped her son, though. Like, if Sienna were to get back, would she get back like Cersei, or would she get back like Jon Snow, like in the field of battle, knowing that she's going to die, but she's going to draw her sword against? Like, thousands of horses like charging on her. You know, like, yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think Sienna's more like the whole horses charging at her kind of a, because she died already, right? But would that death make her smarter? She kidnapped our son, now she wants to be friends. You know what? I'm not sure. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm a little stuck on this one. Yeah, and it's it's not looking too good for us right now. Down in Pyrrhus, let's check this out. Yeah, we're currently dealing with a group of troops that are occupying Pyrrhus. So we've got, yeah, this does not look good. Decisions. Well, I'll be honest with you guys. I think this is where I'm going to leave this one off. I know we kind of like just got into the warfare and everything. As of right now, we've won the first battle. Let's check this out. Yeah, we've won the first battle, which was the battle by Naros. We're currently kind of like en route to attack these troops in Gelios. Excuse me, I said Galosian before. It is actually the Galosi army. But yeah, I think this is where we're gonna leave. I know most of our past videos have been about like 20 something minutes, but yeah, I'm a little tired, and I think that's what we're gonna just knock out for tonight. Yeah, you guys have been dope, you guys have been cool, you guys come back in for the next one, and yeah, you guys let me know what should we do with Queen Victoria. Should we accept her apology and become friends, or should we not forgive her and you know, really kind of like perpetuate this potential blood feud, you know? You guys let me know. Word. And I'm checking out. You guys be cool. You guys be dope. I'm out of here. Peace. Bye.